What is going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday, I believe today is the day. I think today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, depending on the time that you're watching this. I got water all over my face. I literally just opened up my my water bottle. But I hope all of you are having a great day today. Today's stream is going to be talking about altcoin season. I have a feeling that we're getting ready for some sort of altcoin slash meme coin season. Not like the big one where we have where all these tokens pump to like new all-time highs, but I do believe we are going to be entering some sort of pump phase with a lot of these altcoins. So we're going to be talking about that today. Go ahead and smash that like button for me if you're currently joining. Hey, happy, hope you're having a good one today. Thank you for joining in. Smash that like button for me, everyone. Awesome possum. Let's go ahead and get this up and rolling. Bernie, how's it going, my guy? Long time no see. Talk about how big 12-inch cucumbers are, bro. We could save that for later. This guy's funny, man. Bernie, long time no see, bro. Hope you're having a good one today, bro. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a few more seconds, a couple more minutes, get a couple more viewers in here. Make sure to go ahead and smash that like button for me, completely free. This doesn't cost you anything, and most importantly, go ahead and smash that subscribe for me. If I didn't just say that, but go ahead and shield me another meme token or any kind of token you want to go ahead and talk about. Jonathan, how's it going, my guy? Hope you're having a good one today. Bernie, yeah, we can have a one-on-one chat about that. I bet you would like that, Bernie. I'm good, bro. Awesome, man. Are you following Natalie's new channel, by the way? Natalie came out with a new channel, so that's pretty exciting. Hopefully we can have some sort of collaboration in the future. That'd be really cool. Miss Natalie, you posted on Twitter. Posted what on Twitter? About Natalie? I retweeted it a while back. What was my last thing? I retweeted a few things on Twitter. Another new one? No, well, not another new one, but I think it's like Nat's Trades or something like that. Yeah, this one right here. I think you already follow her, if I'm not mistaken. But go ahead and reach out to Natalie. This is actually her new Twitter and her new YouTube channel. If you want to go ahead and show some love and support to her, right here. About the stream, another new one about the stream. What do you mean? Jack, how's it going, dude? Yo, do you remember Beeb community still there? Yeah, 100%, bro. Bernie, my guy is trying to have several conversations. Awesome, awesome, possum. So we're getting a little bit more people in right now. I don't know why, I just brain froze, dude. I'm like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna think? that was a good one right there. But let's go ahead and talk about altcoin season, right? Did you post this stream on Twitter? WTF? No, I just went live. What do you mean? I mean, I probably would have done this. I think I might have posted this kind of title, or the thumbnail. I've used it before, but I haven't gone live as of today. Yesterday was the last time I went live, so I haven't gone live. Maybe you're having a deja vu, bro. You're probably having a deja vu. I think that's what it is. Anyways, hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Let's go ahead and talk about this somewhat, what I believe is some sort of altcoin season coming in. Overall in the market right now, we are seeing a little bit of red. I've actually already took about I think a $200 loss earlier today. I ended up closing my position on what was the token? Luna. And I actually re-enter my position right now. Not doing too well. It's kind of a little bit in the red right now. My whole portfolio is in the red. I'm down another additional $200. So pretty much everything that I doubled my account. Yesterday I was about to hit 2,000. I started my account with $1,000 yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was already, and I think it was yesterday. I don't even remember, honestly. I have really terrible memory right now. But I was very close to pretty much doubling my account at $2,000, and right now I'm back at $1,300. So we're gonna go ahead and see how this whole entire trading session goes today. If the market doesn't pick up by today, it's definitely going to be a sign to go ahead and be a little bit alerted. Maybe it's time to go ahead and short the market. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I was actually taking a few trades shorting. What is that? The stable coin for Terra Luna. I made a few profits there yesterday. I closed that position, but right now overall the market's kind of taking a hit, and I think this is a good buying of the dip opportunity in my opinion, not financial advice obviously. Right now we do see a decrease in volume slightly, 0.41 on the 24-hour volume, market cap 0.65. so overall the market's taking a little bit of a hit right now, but that's also because of the fact that we do see the DXY currently going slightly up. So we are actually seeing the DXY slightly go up. I did mention on yesterday's stream that this could be an issue moving forward if we do have, you know, the DXY finally reverse from these levels. And this is kind of the reason why I was saying, you know, maybe we have about 1 week to 2 weeks before we have this kind of like bullish scenario stop running, and I think we might be entering that phase. Let's go ahead and see how it ends. You know, the day ends today and possibly tomorrow, because usually we do see that with the DXY. We do see the DXY pump for 1 or 2 days, and then we see a dump back down. And I did mention that if we do go ahead and lose the support down right here at the 101, we are going to be approaching the 99 and below, which is going to be very, very bullish for us. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't still go ahead and hit $40,000 right now, right? It just means that maybe there's a probability that it won't if the DXY continues to go up. Realistically, the DXY could go ahead and retest this zone right here at the 105, 106, meaning that we will go ahead and see the crypto market take a hit. It's not always the case, but the reason why I say that is because if we actually see right here the RSI, every time the RSI goes onto this oversold territory and the overbought territory, it usually does go ahead and pump back up, right? So we haven't really dumped that low, but I do think that if we do go ahead and pump, you know, the DXY does slightly pump back up, it is going to give us a little bit more room to make a little bit more money before we have possibly the DXY reverse to the upside, meaning it might be time to go ahead and start shorting the market in the next couple days. So be on the lookout for this. Right now, for any of my positions that I am going long, I might just go ahead and close them at a negative, depending on how they end for the day today or how they go in the next couple hours. Right now, I don't feel too confident holding on to any longs, honestly, except for Pepe 2.0. I'm still feeling really, really comfortable with Pepe 2.0, but besides that, I don't feel too confident in the market right now. So obviously, this might be the buying the dip opportunity, but realistically, I don't know where or how high we could actually dump, right? And I think if we do go ahead and see this DXY continue to go up, we will be seeing, you know, Bitcoin fall back down to around the $33,000 to $34,000, which would not be obviously the best sign, but it's a high probability that could actually go ahead and happen, right? But I do think that $34,000 Bitcoin, we have been literally pumping in this market. I think we need some retracement in this market. We have been going up, and realistically, in my opinion, I would like to go ahead and see some sort of red in the market in order for us to go ahead and continue to talk about $40,000 Bitcoin and above, you know, 50,000, and then, you know, getting closer to that altcoin slash meme coin season. We did talk about yesterday that usually typically with December, we have noticed that there usually is some sort of sell-off. Now the question we have to be asking ourselves, is this a sell-off? Is this the beginning of the sell-off? Remember I mentioned to you yesterday that I think ideally we still have about, you know, 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks of stretching it, but maybe this week and including next week until before we start, you know, exiting our longs to go ahead and start either shorting or start getting ready to go ahead and buy these dips. And it looks like we're actually approaching that right now. So just be very, very careful right now. As I mentioned, I do have a few positions so far for the day. I'm already down. If you know, if my positions don't go slightly back up, I am going to be down like about $400, and I'd rather just cut my losses there and just go back to my break even of what I started my account. I started about with $1,100, and yesterday we were at like $1,900, and I was still holding on to my longs, and I should have looked at the DXY, and I didn't. And I ended up, you know, closing for very small profits yesterday, and then today I ended up closing Luna for a $200 loss, and then I re-entered the position again. So let's go ahead and see how things go. But if we do go ahead and have a reversal in the market, just make sure to go ahead and take profits, right? Whether you're shorting or longing this market, I think this is the market you want to start taking profits. I was in some very, very small trades, and you know, I was like up 50 to $100, and I'm like, why would I take $50 to $100 profits, right? But realistically, I've noticed right now that, and I talk about this every day, right? Right now, this is the market that we're in. Dude, literally, if you're up 100, and it depends on the size of your account you're in, right? Like the positions you're in, because $100, if you have a couple grand or a couple $100, could be 200, 500, 1,000, 3,000, $5,000. But with the trade setup that I had, I was like, I only had a few longs. I had like probably 4 or 5 longs with $100 with a 10x leverage, just to go ahead and test the water, see where the markets were going, and I was up on those positions, $100. So $100 doubled my account. But I was like, I'll go ahead and re-enter my account, going a little bit deeper. See, the problem is that as soon as I did that, like literally the market kind of like topped and then it tanked. So honestly, I kind of wish I would have taken the $100 profits. And right now I have to kind of change the mentality where, $100 is not freaking crazy. I'm used to, doing these swing trades of like $2,000, $3,000 and above. $5,000, $10,000, and I have to remember that right now we're not in the same market that we were 3-4 weeks ago, right? Right now we're in this market where it literally pumps like crazy and then it dumps like freaking crazy just to go ahead and get you completely freaking wrecked. So right now I do think this is a time to go ahead and in the market in general is to go ahead and take profits whenever you get the chance. Bernie says, okay, I posted your stream on Twitter, says something nice as well. I appreciate you, Bernie. Thank you very much, my guy. Thank you. How's it going, Sol? Thank you. I hope all of you are having a good one. So as I mentioned right now, I mean, we are kind of seeing a little bit of red in the market. Stock market slightly down right now. Market will be closing in about a couple hours, or maybe in about 1 minute, I think. I don't remember. And we also have oil slightly up today, gold slightly up today, silver taking a hit, and we have the forex market slightly down as well, and along with Bitcoin and all of that. So right now I am looking at a few positions right now, but I'm also being a little bit more cautious. So I'm really feeling a lot more comfortable of taking losses right now. Like I would rather close my positions at a $200 loss today, which total I ended the day at $400 loss. I would rather go ahead and do that because there's a probability that the market might slightly go ahead and dump a little bit more with the DXY. So just be very, very careful right now moving forward. It doesn't mean the DXY is going to continue to go back up and hit the 105. We really don't know, but we are approaching some very, very risky territories right now. So this could be the buying the dip opportunity that we all have been waiting for, right? So just be very, very cautious moving forward. Typically, Decembers are usually bearish months in the market, so it's not like nothing that we weren't expecting, but overall, if you go ahead and look at the fear and greed chart, we do see that currently right now we are at a 72 agreed, and this will be updated in about 2 hours. So just go ahead and keep your eyes out on the fear and greed chart and see how things are going. I did mention this market it needs a freaking it needs the market to freaking drop, man. The market has been going freaking up literally the whole entire freaking month. Now we're having all the moon boys getting excited, talking about Bitcoin hitting $100,000, $200,000, and to me that's a sign in the market that we have reached some sort of temporary top, right? So this might mean getting into some shorts. I mean, overall, looking at crypto bubbles, you're seeing a lot of these tokens dump 5, 10, 12%. We also even have a lot of the meme tokens dropping 30 to 40%. So if you are looking to go ahead and load up on any of your favorite meme tokens, right now might be the time. Obviously not financial advice, but overall we are seeing slightly some tokens up, right? Like we see IOTA 47%, freaking insane. Loon C, which the trade is that I'm in right now, Solana slightly back up, AVAX. So we are seeing some altcoins go up. Typically when we go ahead and see Bitcoin drop, we see a little bit of fear in the market when it comes to altcoins and meme tokens, and people kind of overreact a little bit, and then the market dumps, right? But then those altcoins literally, the dip gets eaten, and then you start seeing all these altcoins come back up, right? Because usually when Bitcoin dominance decreases, it goes on to altcoins and meme tokens. So it's not completely bearish overall if Bitcoin does hit $34,000. This is kind of the reason why I'm letting all of you know, and the reason why I'm telling you some sort of altcoin season will be coming soon. I think early Q1. It doesn't mean we can't see some temporary altcoin run right now, or maybe even have altcoin season begin as of December, right? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but as I mentioned, I do believe we are getting closer to some sort of altcoin slash meme coin season. So just get ready. That usually happens in Q1. That happened last bull run. It happened during Q1 when all these altcoins started pumping like crazy, and it literally lasted for the first quarter. So the first quarter would be January, February, March, and January, February, March, and April. So 4 months, right? We typically see the market pump like between January and February. You see it kind of slightly dip, and then between the middle and then towards April, you see one last pump before we lead, you know, towards Q2, which is getting closer to the summer season, which then we have, you know, July, August, September. I think that's Q2, if I'm not mistaken. And then after the Q2, around that time, or let's just say around July or around summer, then usually around that time we start seeing meme tokens pump, which is typically around May, June, July. Around that time is usually the time meme tokens pump. So first we have the altcoins, and then we have the meme tokens, and then we have the whole entire market retrace, consolidation, bearish action, and then we have the market pump back up, right? So there's a lot of big things coming up this year. We have the presidential election, I believe, that's going on in the US, if I'm not mistaken. We have the Bitcoin halving, and you know, we have a lot of these corporations that are now, you know, in crypto, which in my opinion is bearish, but a lot of people are getting very, very excited with the ETF news. I think this could be a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event, so don't get too excited in my end. I don't think it's really that much of a bullish sign, but you know, whatever floats your boat. Right now, looking at the whole entire meme sector right now, as I mentioned, you know, when we see this kind of sell off with Bitcoin, people kind of overreact a little bit when we see these massive dumps when it comes to altcoins and meme tokens, right? And right now, looking at meme tokens, you see, you know, Fido down 42%, RBT down 39%. We're seeing what else? Bad is not that much. We're seeing Q down 36%, and one of the biggest ones being Grok 2.0, literally down from when we were talking about it, literally down 75%. So this could be a buy and a dip opportunity, as I mentioned. Obviously, these are high risk, high reward kind of plays when it comes to these meme tokens. These are mostly just, you're gambling. I'm not gonna lie to you, you're mostly gambling if you are entering these kind of tokens. But we also, you know, talking about Grok has been taking a slight little dip, I guess, if you want to call it. It looks like maybe some sort of reversal might be coming in very soon. So let's go ahead and talk about Grok too, because I feel like Grok has influenced a lot of the meme token space. And typically when, you know, when Grok starts to go ahead and pump slightly, or very, very crazy, you know, all that money flows into Grok, and then it kind of like goes away from all these other meme tokens such as like Pepe. And then once we see, you know, Grok, you know, take a breather, then that's when we start seeing all the other meme tokens react as well, right? So looking right now at Grok, we really do want to go ahead and hope and cross our fingers that Grok does do what a lot of people are expecting this thing to do, and what a lot of people are actually expecting for Grok to do. And by the way, I'm not in a position in Grok. I'm no way in a position in Grok. The only position I am right now in is Grok 2.0, and that thing has dumped 80%. And I literally talked about, you know, in the last couple of streams that this is a high risk, high reward. This is an 80% chance you will lose and a 20% chance you will win. So you decide whether this is a smart investment for you or not. But this is more of a degen play for me. I'm already obviously down freaking 70% on my bag, and I just added about $300 to $400 about 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. But the good thing about this is that it does follow Grok, right? And it is following this some sort of it looks like a cup and handle pattern that it is forming. Obviously, support needs to go ahead and be found and supported, but we are seeing, even though the market is slightly down and everybody's kind of a little bit overreacting, we're seeing actually Grok and Grok 2.0, you know, hold up not too bad, besides the fact that we did touch, you know, $2 million on Grok 2.0, and now we're down to 829. But it does look like a lot of people are actually buying this dip, so it is giving us a little bit of mixed signals in the market. We are seeing Grok trying to break through, and let's see if this is not some sort of head and shoulders pattern that is forming. And if that thing does, this thing's gonna be destined to go ahead and drop, and we could see a possibility of Grok dropping another like 67%. So maybe this is the top for Grok. I don't know. This is what I'm slightly looking at. This is the reason why I mentioned I wasn't looking to go ahead and get too crazy on Grok, just because I already got wrecked. I lost over $20,000 on Grok when I was leverage trading this about 12 days ago. And that was because of a contract exploit that happened, right, causing the token to dump 80%. And this is kind of the risk that you get with crypto. So I don't want to go ahead and endorse any of you and tell you, you know, how amazing the market is, because the market's freaking amazing when people are making money, right? But when you're getting wrecked, not a lot of people could go ahead and handle that heat, right? So just be very, very careful. We're going to go ahead and see if this cup and handle does break out. We should be seeing this sort of breakout hopefully by the end of today, or by the morning of today, depending on the time we're watching. Today is Wednesday, so we should be seeing some sort of breakout on Grok by Friday. I would say no more later than Saturday, but we should have some sort of breakout to the upside or to the downside on Grok no later than by Friday. So definitely keep your eyes out on Grok. I don't know, I'm not touching this right now unless I see an entry on the smaller time frame, but I did mention the reason why I'm very, very bullish on Grok is because I do believe that Grok is currently holding on onto the narrative of the whole entire AI and kind of the metaverse space, not so much the metaverse space, but more of the AI space, right? So that meaning a lot of these tokens that are related or have the word freaking AI or are trying to do what Grok has, Grok 2.0, baby Grok, freaking Grok BSC. I've been seeing a whole boatload of freaking Groks, right? And it seems like right now the meta is Grok. And I think we should go ahead and take advantage of this kind of meta that we have going on. And with that being said, I believe that if Grok does go ahead and hit, over 150 million plus market cap, which I think we are at, right? Let me go ahead and check where we're at right now. We are at 161. So if we go ahead and break above 200 million market cap plus, I think we've already touched that before. But if we go ahead and break above the 4 cent mark, and we start approaching 500 million market cap and we get closer to that 1 billion, I do believe, in my opinion, that anything with the word AI or Grok in it, meme token wise, is going to freaking pump. Same thing with any token that's in the AI sector. Meaning, if you go right here to CoinMarketCap, this is some alpha. A lot of you already know this if you've been in the space for a while, but if not, head over to CoinMarketCap.com. Obviously, these are very, very high risk, right? This is an 80% chance this might not play out. This is truly just speculation on my end. This is what I'm guessing. This is the way you make money when it comes to meme tokens. If you want to be making those big bucks where you're turning a couple $100s into a couple thousands of dollars, this is the way you do it. You have to go ahead and take on risk. So whatever I'm saying, I'm not endorsing, but this is what I'm going to be doing, right? And this is the reason why I mentioned to a lot of you right now, and this is the time of the market to go ahead and take risk on, in my opinion. This is the time to take the risk. Not financial advice, all right? This is a time you want to be feeling a little bit more risky, throwing a little bit more money into meme tokens. Usually I haven't been touching meme tokens and the decentralized side of things since a while, since we got wrecked back in October with Ethereum and all that. I haven't touched freaking no more meme tokens like that ever since, because of the fact that risk wasn't on in the market, right? Risk was off and people were not feeling too confident with meme tokens. Right now, people are starting to feel confident into meme tokens. The reason why you're seeing this is because we're seeing Grok, the new narrative, break thousands of percentages up, at 162 million market cap. And if we do see Bitcoin hit, some sort of over $40,000 or people are feeling a little bit more bullish in the market, I do believe that Grok, because it is AI, it's some AI. I don't know if they actually even do anything AI, but because Elon Musk is now creating this AI called Grok, I do believe that everything in this sector right here in CoinMarketCap, if you go ahead and head over to CoinMarketCap.com, AI and big data, anything right here, in my opinion, that has AI or is AI related is going to pump. Is going to freaking pump. I mean, look at this from 7 days, 20%, 6% is not that much, but 30%, 23%, 81%, 21%, 33%. You're seeing these kind of pumps from 7 days ago. Look at this one, 601, top of the chart, 601, 332%. Hey, what's up, Tillery? How's it going? Dwayne, how's it going, dude? Hope you're having a good one. Do you see what I'm saying? You're seeing this one, Phantom Soul, 84%. Obviously, I don't know what half of these are, but because you are seeing that we are in this kind of narrative of like AI and like metaverse, I believe all these tokens are going to freaking pump if Grok hits 500 million market cap and above. So this is the kind of plays you want to be on the lookout right now. This is how we're going to make a boatload of freaking money. Obviously, with a lot of these tokens, if you could leverage trade them on MEXC, I would, definitely go ahead and suggest many of you to go ahead and check those out. There is a few tokens out there that are on MEXC that you could actually trade. That are AI related or are metaverse related. I think also the next narrative is going to be metaverse. We had Alex Becker just talk about that a few weeks ago, and we we've been seeing a lot of these metaverse tokens already pumping, right? So I don't even think we've started yet. I think this is just the beginning. So I think anything with AI and gaming will be one of the next hot things coming up. But I think overall, where we're gonna make a boatload of money this little next altcoin season or meme coin season is going to be in the AI sector. And this is the reason why I'm very freaking bullish on Grok. I'm not even touching Grok right now, right? The only reason why I'm touching Grok is with Grok 2.0. And I mentioned with Grok 2.0, for all those that are tuning just in, I mentioned that for me personally, I'm not going to be having a spot bag on Grok. What I'm going to be doing on Grok is I'm going to be leverage trading it. You know, that's how I'm going to make my money, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go out. I think right now Grok is at a very area that's very high risk, but we're also going to be getting the high reward, right? But with Grok right here, the only way you're going to be really making money, in my opinion, unless you have thousands of freaking of dollars, like $500,000 and above, or like $40,000-$50,000, and you're adding it to spot on Grok, then maybe you might be able to make, you know, $500,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it does hit some sort of you know, billion market cap. But even if it hits a billion market cap, I don't think that's going to be no more than like a 5 or a 10x, less than that probably. I think at the most you'll probably get an additional maybe 10x out of Grok, maybe. I don't even know. Maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's an 8x or a 6x. But to me, I feel like Grok it's a very, very, very high risk with a low reward. So for me personally, I'm not touching Grok on spot, or I'm not touching Grok on the decentralized side. Maybe I could be wrong. You know, maybe it does surpass 1 billion. I don't think so. But I do think that Grok is going to be the play to make, you know, money leverage trading. And then if you want to have like a YOLO play because you feel confident in Grok, obviously, none of this is financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. Because I do believe that the Grok narrative is going to be big, I'm betting my money on Grok 2.0, right? As we mentioned, usually you want to go ahead and look for these kind of metas before anybody starts talking about it. And Grok 2.0 is kind of like the same thing with Pepe 2.0, right? Why did people jump into Pepe 2.0? Because they felt like they missed the party on original Pepe. And a lot of people, when original Grok begins to pump, and it's pumping 200 million market cap and above, I think a lot of people are going to feel the same way with Grok 2.0. I mean, we're literally seeing the same freaking pattern. So the only difference is that when Grok original pumps, you're going to see freaking Grok 2.0 pump like crazy. But when Grok original dumps, you're going to see this thing dump like crazy. I mean, look at this pump from the bottom when we started talking about it. That's an 800%, which is an 8x of your investment. But if you go ahead and see how low it has dropped, this has dropped 72%. So for me personally, I only put in $400 right here because I think Grok 2.0 could do a 30x and above. I think realistically even a 100x is possible, but I think on the short term, a 20 to 30x is doable with Grok 2.0 if the narrative of Grok continues, right? If the community continues to push up, which I think they will. They have one of the strongest communities. They're always hosting, you know, video, voice chats on Telegram. I think they're very, very strong community, even despite the fact of the exploit after the 80% dropped. Literally, Wells and the community ate up the dip, right? So it does give us signs that people are feeling very, very confident in Grok. And for that reason, I'm willing to only lose $400 on Grok 2.0 right now, and with the potential to make just as much, if not more, on Grok 2.0 that I would on Grok putting my hard-earned money, right? I would rather lose $400 and have the potential of making $30,000, $80,000, $100,000 off my $400. And if the Grok narrative doesn't play off, well, guess what? I only lose $400, right? But with Grok, in order to make massive gains, in order to, you know, you're not going to turn $400 into $500,000 on Grok, in my opinion. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. At the most, you'll probably only be able to get a 5x. Maybe a 10x, but I don't think Grok is going to continue to go forever. Can I be wrong and it hits 10 billion market cap? Yeah, 100%. But I'm just going based off what we saw with Pepe, what we saw with all these other tokens. That with Pepe ended up touching 1 billion, people got excited, and then look at the market cap of where Pepe is at right now. It's at 439. It decreased about half. Right, so like this is kind of the reason why Pepe 2.0 looked amazing to me, because I was like, why take the risk on Pepe, make less money on Pepe, but jump onto a token like Pepe 2.0 where I can make more money and lose less money, right? Or risk less. And that's the reason why I like this kind of 2.0 narrative. So you might be seeing some sort of pump. I mean, literally right now on stream, we were at 800 market cap. We're literally probably going to approach 1 million market cap right now on stream. You're seeing a lot of these big buys like $4,000, $2,000. I mean, these accounts at $4,000, you know, if they could go ahead and get some sort of freaking crazy, like let's say $4,000, right? And let's say they do hit a 30x. Look how much you're going to make, $120,000. But if you're putting in $4,000 on original Grok right now, and this is what I think the most could do, it could be a 10x. You're only going to be making about $40,000 and potentially maybe only $20,000 with the 5x. Obviously, the Grok 2.0 is a higher risk though, right? So I don't want to go ahead and make it seem all sunshine and rainbows, but realistically, I think Grok 2.0 could hit potentially even an 100x. And with 100x, look at the kind of return you'll be getting with $4,000, $400,000. This is what's capable with these kind of tokens that have a lower market cap. But as good as it sounds, I also want to mention, you know, liquidity is pretty low and the liquidity is not locked. So realistically, we don't know how high this thing could do. We don't know if they're going to go ahead and rug pull us at 10 million market cap. We don't know. So this is the reason why this is a 80% chance you will lose money, 20% chance you will win. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to go ahead and take on the risk with these kind of projects? But a lot of these AI narratives are literally doing the same pattern as Grok. This kind of cup and handle pattern that's forming, and it usually pumps with Grok as well. I mean, when Grok starts pumping, we saw a pump on QStar, which is a 5 million market cap token right now. So, and this is just because it has the word AI in somewhere in their freaking website, and that's the reason why it pumps. And then we also had a pump with Unibot, which is a Telegram bot. I think Telegram bots are still going to be a massive thing moving forward as well. So with what I'm saying, keep your eyes out on. This is some very good alpha, right? As I mentioned, this is all speculation. This is what I'm speculating. I'm speculating that the AI trend is going to be a lot bigger than a lot of people think. And then the gaming trend is going to be there as well. But I think overall where the money is going to be made is right here. This AI trend right here. This right here. This is going to pump if Grok pumps like freaking crazy. This is all speculation though. This is not a guarantee. This is not me telling you that it's going to happen 100%. It's just me speculating in the market. I'm seeing the signs. We're seeing it right now. I literally just gave you examples of what we're seeing every time Grok original pumps, what we see it pumping along. Anything AI related. So keep your eyes out moving forward with that. See if this narrative that we're talking about actually plays out. But I do think that AI is going to be the next big thing with Grok taking off. And I think Grok will go ahead and take off. But also, you could be making a lot of money swing trading this. And you could go ahead and actually swing trade Grok 2.0, or Grok, sorry. And you can actually go ahead and hold on to spot if you want. On MEXC, using my MEXC link down below, currently giving all the way up to $20,000 in sign-up bonuses. No KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. And let's go ahead and start reading some comments now, because I got a little bit distracted, all right? Tiller says, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? I hope you're having a good one. Blue, Tynax, 3 audits, high ETH payouts, 62% buy on burn, Genius game theory. I don't know what that is. Dwayne, how do you feel about AI pad? I've never heard about AI pad. Let's go ahead and check out AI pad. Can you put on the smart contract by any chance? AI pad. Is it this one right here? Is this AI pad? I mean, with the narrative that we just talked about how everything AI is going to be pumping, in my opinion, you know, this could be worth, you know, keeping your eyes out on this. I mean, obviously the chart has dumped a lot. Ask me, it's powered by OpenAI, so it has some sort of API connected in the backend. But I think something like this too could go ahead and pump, right? But obviously these are the higher risk kind of tokens. And this is something, but this is an AI pad, right? So it's apply for IDO. Are you working on a groundbreaking project with a strong AI factor? Apply for IDO by using the link down below. So I guess they maybe from what I'm assuming, not doing any research, I'm assuming it's some sort of launch pad and related to, you know, AI tokens, right? So that's a very bullish scenario in my opinion, and it looks like you could also go ahead and trade it on MEXC. Obviously the volume's very, very low right now, but this is what we need to look for, right? This is where you want to go ahead and take on the risk. I mean, looking at this looks freaking scary. I mean, look at this, where it launched back in early March from $1, and it's down all the way to 10 cents, right? Pretty creepy, but it's still up over 440%. So I do think that something like this could go ahead and have that narrative. I mean, even looking at the monthly, we see some sort of cup and handle also forming. So this is literally with what we were just talking about, how, you know, when we see an increase in Grok, we could see an increase in tokens such as AI pad and anything AI related, right? So this is literally giving us signs. I mean, if you don't see this, I don't know how to help you realistically. Like the thing is with crypto, the way you make money is there's two ways, right? You make money either looking for the trend early on before it happens, or ride the trend while it's happening, right? But where you really make the most money is hopping on the trend before it happens. And that's kind of something that we all did together with Pepe 2.0, right? A lot of people weren't talking about Pepe 2.0. Go back, you know, look for other, you know, influencers that, you know, probably even still talk about Pepe 2.0. I don't know. I don't look at it. But we were talking about Pepe 2.0 since, you know, 2 million market cap for over 8 months. And we talked about the short squeeze scenario. We talked about, you know, this 40 million market cap and above and all these levels being approached. We talked about it, right? So you kind of have to be a visionary when it comes to crypto. Obviously, that's kind of the high risk that you're willing to take, right? Because it's not always the case. But once you have, you know, you have enough time in this market and you get to spend and you start to analyze and you start to question all these things and you start to think outside the box, you're able to catch on to these trends early on, and you're able to look for, you know, the next Doge, the next Pepe, the next Grok. Trust me, there's going to be a next meta. We're going to see what it is. Maybe it's butterfly inu. We don't know, right? We've been talking about that. So you catch on to these trends the more you look at the market, right? So that's why I encourage a lot of you, look at the market, question things, don't ignore the meme tokens. I know a lot of people don't take the meme token seriously, but you know, meme tokens are the reason why sometimes a lot of these tokens pump, right? If Grok, a meme token, pumps, I think it's going to bring in a lot of bullishness into the market when it comes to a lot of these AI narratives, right? So a lot of people are going to ignore that because they just want to look at Bitcoin. But see, you and I, we're thinking outside the box, and we're going to get rewarded thinking outside the box. So we're going to be making, you know, the crazy amounts of money compared to, you know, most of the Bitcoin traders, but we're also going to be taking on the higher risk, right? But you have to ask yourself, do you want to go ahead and be the person that's jumping into these tokens at like 10 cents and then cashing out when your favorite influencer on YouTube or on Twitter are talking about it, and you're cashing out at like $5-10 when you bought in at like 11 cents? See that's the kind of the risk that you have to take on, right? And it's not always the case. It's all speculation, but we're seeing the signals, and this is what you need to keep your eyes out on. And the only way you're able to analyze this is by just looking at the market, right? If you don't believe me, just wait. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm gonna be right. I'm pretty confident in what I'm saying, but that's up to you to decide, right? If I'm wrong, then I'm gonna go ahead and see what can I learn from this lesson, right? What did I not look at? You know what I mean? What did I miss? Was the narrative more on metaverse instead of the AI, right? And it's all trial and error. There's really no win-win solution, but you know, I've been able to catch on trends for years, like literally years. I've been able to catch on trends early on, you know, whether it comes to reselling clothing, whether it comes to getting into tokens before they do something, analyzing things before most people will look at them. And that's how I make most of my money, right? That's why I'm able to make crazy amounts of freaking insane trades off small amounts of money, because I look for the trends before they happen. And as I mentioned, the two ways you're in crypto, if you're trading to make the most money or investing, is either looking for the trade before it happens, the trend, or ride the trend when it's happening. But when you're riding the trend when it's happening, you're at a higher risk. Edward, how's it going? Hello, not invested in, but truck token pumped hard. Yeah, I did see that. I think truck token is going to be pumping hard because of the whole entire. Right now, Elon is actually releasing the Cybertrucks, I believe, this week, and this thing has pumped like freaking crazy. I mean, this one currently is up at a 5, almost a 6 million market cap. I mean, look at this. See, I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this, but like whatever floats your boat, if you feel confident, you know, I would have wanted to touch this right here in the beginning of the month of November. This is where I would have not mind, you know, risking $100, because look at that percentage right there, 12,000%. You know what I mean? You got to catch on to the trends early. I knew this thing was gonna pump, but I knew Cybertruck was gonna pump because of Elon Musk coming out with the Cybertrucks are actually gonna be delivered by the end of this week or this week, something like that. But I didn't know about Cybertruck when it released. And the only way you find out about this is by sitting and analyzing and looking for these new tokens that come out. So if you took the risk early on right here, look how much money you would have made. And you only needed to risk about $100, $1,000, and you'll be making thousands of dollars, right? 12,000% pump. It's freaking insane. Glenn, how's it going, bro? Rain and lit. Hey, John, hope it's always going well. I'm not doing too great on my trades the last couple of days, but I spot has been doing phenomenal. Nice, bro. Yeah, I haven't been doing too good on my trades either, as I mentioned. I took about a $200 loss earlier today, and I'm slightly in the hole for another $200 right now. So I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that we do see some sort of reversal in the market, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't, right? As I mentioned, it is looking a little bit bearish now because we are seeing the DXY slightly go up. So we're going to go ahead and see where things go. I am in a few trades, but literally the gains that I made, you know, 2 days ago, as soon as I funded my account, I was literally about to double my account in one day. Literally, I wiped out all my profits as of right now because of the fact that, you know, the market switched up on us. And this is the reason why I'm saying that even if you're up $100, $200, $1,000, $20,000, $40,000, I would suggest, not financial advice, but to take profits, because the market's so bipolar right now, and you're gonna be risking yourself a little bit more. So I'm gonna be changing my strategy moving forward. Right now, I'm feeling a little bit more confident taking losses. I'm okay putting a stop loss just in case my trade doesn't go well, because right now I think we are at a very risky part of the market, right? But this is the time that I'm willing to take a little bit more risk, but a little bit more smarter, right? Because if we do see a dip in the market where we see altcoins dump 30, 40%, which we might not, but if we do, that'd be freaking amazing. We're going to go ahead and look at Rain and Lit. Glenn, if you could go ahead and put the smart contract on Rain and Lit, or let us know if it's on MEXC or what platform, please let me know down below. Blue says he mined Tynex for 27 days and made 500%. Nice. Black Ranger, how's it going, dude? Hope you're having a good one. I'm in Baby Grok right now, bro. Bitmark and MEXC on Friday. Nice. So it looks like Baby Grok is going to be being listed on Bitmark and on Friday. So damn, dude, congratulations on that pump. I remember you were talking about Baby Grok. This thing's at a 6.56 million market cap, liquidity at 607,000. Liquidity is locked for about 6 months, and then 1% of the liquidity is locked for 2 months. So everything's looking really good. Volume is really nice, 475. And this thing, I'm assuming same thing, running on a narrative of Grok, right? So people are printing money right now out of thin air, but it's all about understanding the narrative. Maybe you might not like Baby Grok, but who cares about what you like, right? People obviously are buying it and are pushing it to a 6.56 million market cap, as bad as it sounds, right? We have talked about the MEXC effect. Usually, we're not sure if it's going to happen, but typically when tokens, get listed on MEXC, they usually pump for a couple days and then they dumped if they enable futures. So this could be actually a play for us to go long and short on Baby Grok if they do go ahead and get listed on MEXC. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And if you don't have an account with MEXC, make sure to go ahead and use my link down below. As I always mention, $20,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and literally takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. You don't have to go through all that BS paperwork. Literally, you create your account in like a snap of your fingers, dude. And that's what I love about MEXC. And the fact that we can leverage trade a lot of these poop coins, right? Goldie Crypto, long time no see. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good one. Hey John, what do you think about Dark Shield Games ticker? Dark Shield Games ticker DKS. Let's see, DKS. I mean, I like the fact that it's on MEXC. That's a great thing, right? I mean, honestly, as I mentioned, pretty much with what we talked about, anything metaverse related, I'm very bullish on right now, and I think it might be a time for us to start loading up on anything that's metaverse, launchpads, a collection of multi-chain crypto games. It looks kind of scammy, I'm not gonna lie, but even with even with what we talked about with this whole entire narrative of like the metaverse pumping, I think this is going to be a play. I mean, we do have, you know, a few decent investors up in here, partners, Blocktopia, apparently, and all these other tokens. So, you know, for me, I would say that this might be a buy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be willing. I mean, I'd be willing to go ahead and throw in a couple $100 in here. They do tell you a little bit more about what they do, their clients, services, NFT, point system, and IGO, initial game offering, community can vote and invest in promising new games. So this kind of, it almost seems like some sort of launch pad. DEX gaming market, rewards pool. So I like this. You know, this is like the kind of projects that you could throw in, you know, risk $100, $200, $500 and make a boatload of freaking money. I mean, look at this right here. If you go ahead and zoom out, right now it's down 93%. But if you were to throw in, you know, $100 to $200, not only will you be able to get a lot of tokens, but if you throw in $100, let's say, you'll be able to get about 289,000 tokens. And it looks like its all-time high was almost at around its all-time high back in 2022 was 0.05. So it deleted about 2 zeros, right? So you're talking about a potential of a 20 to a 30x and above, right? So, you know, risking $100 to potentially make, you know, $3,000 to $30,000, I think might be worth the risk, right? So as I mentioned, this could be another token to look out, and what I love about it is the fact that it is on MEXC. For me personally, I prefer to trade most of these tokens on MEXC now, just because it's a little bit more convenient, a lot quicker to go ahead and put stop losses, enter in, and the beauty of the fact that you're able to use leverage with it, right? So imagine using, I'm not sure if you could use leverage, I doubt it. I think this is probably just a spot. Yeah, it looks like it's only a spot. But imagine if they release, you know, leverage on Dark Shield. Like, imagine freaking 10, 20x leverage at these areas right here, right? And there is some tokens you could go ahead and do that. So Dark Shield looks like a play. I just went ahead and saved it. Thank you for that, Alpha. Glenn says, I think you're right. AI will be big, but I think gaming will be bigger. But who knows? Maybe the best of both will do the most. I agree with you, Glenn. I agree with you 100%, bro. But the reason why I'm feeling a little bit more bullish with AI is because AI is being a topic that has been hot in this world that we're in, like in the physical world. AI has been taking over, and a lot of these new startups are coming out with this whole entire AI narrative. First, it was Web3, now is AI, right? So I do think that gaming is going to be big, but I don't think it's going to be as big as AI, in my opinion. I think AI is going to take over, and we're going to be seeing a whole boatload, not just in Web3, but also physical world Web2 companies. We're going to be seeing a lot more AI companies coming together. I think there's going to be a lot of new AI companies coming out, and obviously metaverse gaming too. But you know, gaming's been around for such a long time, and that's kind of the reason why it doesn't excite me. You know what I mean? Web3 gaming doesn't freaking excite me because, you know, most communities like Call of Duty have a hard time keeping most of their freaking players active. So, you know, companies telling me in the metaverse that they're going to go ahead and keep their players active, I just don't believe it. You know what I mean? For example, I was super hyped over Payday 3. Super hyped about it, right? Because of the commercials, the trailers, it looked freaking cool. I played it and I deleted the game. You know what I mean? For me, I didn't like the game. I was already bored of it after like literally 5-10 matches. and literally it was like a top seller's freaking game, Payday 3. You know what I mean? I don't even play that game. I literally played it for probably 3 days. I deleted it, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this game. I don't like it. And the thing is that with gaming, it's like, yeah, people are making it seem like it's going to be a big thing, and I'm sure a lot of corporations are going to make it seem bigger than it is, but metaverse gaming doesn't really excite me too much. Maybe the skins, maybe the infrastructure of the backend, but as I mentioned, not because it doesn't excite me, it doesn't mean there's going to be money to be made. I think the metaverse is going to be overly hyped again in Web3. I don't think it's something that's needed, and it's going to be very, very difficult to do metaverse gaming, but as I mentioned, I do think it's going to be one of those sectors that it's going to be freaking overly hyped for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? People are like, we're, you know, getting amazed about freaking a metaverse when GTA has been around for years, which is a metaverse technically, right? You know what I mean? Do you see kind of the logic of where, like, you know, people that have actually played video games and people that don't know shit, like, think it's like hot and new thing? Like, people are like, oh, the metaverse, have you ever heard about? I was like, dude, I've been playing video games my whole life. Yes, I know what the metaverse is. The metaverse is just a fancy word of freaking pretty much just saying like the open world of a video game, like Skyrim or freaking Call of Duty Warzone, bro. Like, tell me how much how does that get you excited, right? And most people are going to overhype it, but as I mentioned, we have to look for trends, right? And what's going to be overhyped? AI and metaverse. So I would say those two sectors I'm really, really bullish on. Dwayne, yeah, that's the one. Awesome. Bernie, can you look up the price of multi-pack of cucumbers at Walmart? Hey, Bernie, I got... Glenn says, hey, Bernie, I got you, bro. 1 pound a bag. Seedless mini cucks at $3.46. Cheers. Glenn says the food price index is at a yearly low of 127, so it might be time to invest in cucumbers. It could be a time to invest in cucumbers, man. Cucumbers bullish as AF. Billy Blockchain, how's it going, my guy? Blue says, do not fade on Tynex. Best thing I've seen on the last 3 years. Bro, Blue, I honestly feel like you're just freaking spamming, bro. But let me just go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt. And if you are spamming like a very like freaking really scammy token, like, you're gonna get blocked, bro. I don't even see Tynex. What's a ticker symbol, bro? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know what happened to your message, Jonathan, by the way. X. All right, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. 10. Oh, it's 10. Wait, 10. Titnax. Titnax. I don't know what happened to your message, Jonathan. It says message retracted. Was that on your end or what? Bro, I can't find Tinax. Is it this one right here? If this is the one, I apologize, bro. It's just like the messages you were pushing just look super freaking scammy, bro. Oh, okay, what does this thing do? Batch create miners. I guess you could create miners. How do you create them? Interesting. I don't know what this is, honestly, but I mean, this looks like this is going to be breaking out to the upside. 5 million market cap, 668,000 liquidity, not locked, but almost 4,000 holders with over 1.18 million of volume. So, you know, this is quite interesting. I would definitely like to know more about this. And we're definitely seeing a lot of big buy-ins too. I mean, 2,000, like, obviously we have some bot buys in here. But interesting, I'll tell you that, to say the least. It's a cross between Hex and Zen. Interesting. Interesting. It's really interesting. So you guys can go ahead and check out 10x as well. Bernie says, do you use... Wait, let's see. Wait, hold on. Billy Blockchain says Cybertrucks go out Thursday. That's crazy. Hey, you know what's actually funny? I already saw a Cybertruck right here in my neighborhood 3 days ago. I was walking down and I was like, what the heck is that thing, bro? And I saw the back end of the freaking Cybertruck, dude. That thing is bigger than I thought, man. I thought they were going to be like little, like tiny little freaking vehicles, but they're pretty, they're a nice little size. They kind of look like a freaking alien on the road, man. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of creepy looking. It's like a giant triangle just freaking riding on the road. You can't make it up. Tynex has been the top 30 ETH gas users for the last 30 days. Interesting. Nice. Crypto Boss Andrew, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one. Suave, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good one. Bernie, do you use your mouse with both hands, bro? No, I only use one. I have my other phone. My other hand, I have my phone right here to read comments. Goldie Crypto says, thanks, John. Thank you, Goldie. Glenn says, I'm reading sentiment that people are not loving ETH as much. Do you think ETH will be outshined by competitors this cycle? I don't think so. I mean, I've been hearing the whole entire complaint about people not liking ETH since the beginning. But I don't think ETH is going to get fully replaced. I really doubt it. I mean, most things are built on ETH. Doesn't mean it's not going to go ahead and change. But I feel like with ETH, the whole entire goal, in my opinion, with ETH was for miners to make as much money and squeeze out as much money as they can, and then offer them the solution later on when they no longer can. And I think that's what's going on with ETH. So like ETH is just taking advantage of the fact that they could go ahead and charge high gas fees. And I think that's, and you know, most of those gas fees are really, like, ETH is super centralized, bro. A lot of these top cryptocurrencies, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, and it kind of pisses me off a lot when a lot of people talk about, oh, crypto's decentralized, better than a bank, all of this. But literally, a lot of these cryptos that you see right here are centralized as F. Bitcoin centralized, Ethereum is centralized, Tether is centralized, wouldn't be surprised if BNB is centralized. Solana's for sure centralized. I'm not sure if XRP is, but a lot of these tokens are freaking centralized as F. A lot of these tokens are centralized. Like, there's really no truly decentralized protocol out there, right? And if there is, it's probably banned, or they don't want you to buy it because it's truly decentralized. But even the ones that are apparently truly decentralized, like I heard about like Monero with the privacy, like, you know, Monero, you know, solves a privacy issue. I heard even with Monero, like, it has issues with being able to actually, you know, it's actually pretty vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. So Monero is not as like private as people, from what people say. I don't know. I've done my research on it. I think privacy coins are going to be a huge thing. Obviously, they're being banned by a lot of countries. But I think that's what's going to give it the value. Like the fact that you can't buy it. You know what I mean? I feel like, I'm not sure if you live in a country where, you know, maybe certain things were illegal at one point, and as soon as they legalized it, like, the interest of people, it wasn't as high as it was when it was illegal. If that makes any sense. It's like, I guess people like things that are unobtainable, right? And I think it's more of a psychological thing. And I think privacy coins are going to be worth a lot because a lot of countries are banning them and will continue to ban them. And I think that's what's going to give them the value of these so-called, you know, privacy coins. And that kind of goes in with, I don't even know how I got into the topic, honestly. Talking about ETH. I don't know. I really don't know. See, I don't want to go ahead and speculate for too long, but, you know, that's what people were saying about Cardano, and Cardano still hasn't really done much. They're saying apparently Solana is going to be the one. Just post a token, bro. Jonathan, just post a token. It's fine. Saeed, how's it going, my guy? Long time no see, man. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good one. Pepe 2 is coming soon. Yes, I think so too. Even though my position's slightly down right now, I do think it's definitely going to go ahead and and come up. Ew, Cardano. Yeah, exactly. See, that's how a lot of people feel about it. And that's how I feel about Solana, you know. And people are saying that Solana is going to be the one that's going to go ahead and surpass ETH, which it's actually getting close. I mean, it's top 6. That's freaking insane. And this is kind of like what it kind of tells you that, like, what we think might be like hot, this is not going to be hot. And this is kind of the reason why I don't really like this, especially in crypto, this kind of investor mentality, where I think obviously it's a very high risk and you get a high reward to it. But most people are betting on tokens that are probably never going to do something, right? Obviously betting on like Chainlink and stuff like that, it's going to be very, very beneficial. Or like Altcoin, it's something that's very, very bullish. But even then, realistically, a lot of these tokens, we don't know if they're going to be here anymore, you know? And if you've been in this market since 2017, there's tokens that were top 20 that are not even non-existent right now in this year. So imagine the people that continue to buy the dip forever and waited forever just for this token to be pretty much worthless. And that's kind of the reason why this mentality of like long holding and investing, to me, it's something that I find very, very difficult in this crypto space now, as I used to. Before, I was like, oh, this makes sense. But now it's like, is this protocol really going to be used in the next bull run? Is it really going to pump? And no one really knows, right? So it's really, I guess that's a risk you have to go ahead and take. But I think overall, if you go ahead and bet on a few, and this is the reason why you diversify yourself on them, that's why you never want to marry just one token. I would say, you know, ideally diversifying in looking for, you know, the top, maybe the top 30, top 20 might be worth investing into and holding on for a little bit of a long term. But imagine how a lot of people felt holding on to a lot of tokens like XRP, thinking it was going to hit freaking $200, $500 once the SEC lawsuit went through. And as soon as it happened, what did it do? Tell me, what did XRP do when the whole entire lawsuit BS happened? It hit what, 70 something cents? You know what I'm trying to say? This is the reason why I don't believe in the hype when a lot of people are like, oh, XRP is going to go to $500, this is going to go to $20,000. It kind of reminds me of the mentality of like AMC. Like when people were talking about how AMC was going to go to $100,000 a share. Like, bro, come on, man. It's not going to freaking happen. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen with the XRP or any of that, because I know a lot of you are going to get pissed because I'm not a freaking XRP freaking maxi like most people are. But I'm sure XRP is going to do numbers, man. I'm not saying it won't. But I just find it very, very, very difficult to believe that it's going to be worth over $100,000 a token. But who knows? I guess I'm not a visionary on that. I just remember holding XRP for years, it not doing anything, literally just sitting, not doing nothing for years while everything was freaking pumping. And that's the reason why I no longer go in with an approach of like just marrying one token and buying the dip. Especially with the meme tokens. Like the meme tokens are going to be more disappointed if you're buying a dip on forever. That's why even with tokens such as Pepe 2.0 that I truly believe in, I wouldn't buy this thing. I wouldn't hold on for this thing for years, because liquidity gets unlocked in 7 months. We have some liquidity being unlocked in 1 month, which is about 8%, which we need to really do our research on how much that is, because we might get dumped on. And that's kind of the reason why I don't believe in it, especially on the meme tokens, holding on for like 2 years plus and waiting for it to hit your price target and not taking profits. That's why for me personally, I'm big in taking profits. Now I am, because of the fact that you just don't know. You don't know where the token's going to be at. You don't know where things are going to go. So it tells us right here, Pepe 2.0 is going to be having some tokens unlocked in about 21 days. So let's go ahead and see what the value of this is. I think it's about $1 billion, right? We're going to go to coin market cap, head over to Pepe 2 right here. And we're going to go ahead and put in the amount right here. There's no way it's only freaking like 80 cents. I don't know. I feel like it might be more. All right, let's go ahead and see this real quick. Planet on MEXC. Planet. You see how a lot of these tokens are doing this like cup and handle pattern sort of? Looks like Planet's doing one of those similar patterns. It's quite bearish a little bit. Be on the lookout for Planet. I mean, if it does break through this area of resistance, we could be seeing a breakout to the 1301, which could be about a 42% pump. So be on the lookout for Planets. Saeed says ETFs are going to be accepted by the first month of 2024. The market will go crazy. I don't know. We'll see. I think the market is going to go crazy, but I think people are kind of overhyping the ETF. Like I don't think the ETF is going to be like, the ETF is not bullish for crypto is what I'm trying to say. So I think the ETF is just going to bring in more manipulation to the market. I think people are just getting excited over the ETF. I think we might have like some sort of pump and then, you know, have a dump. But who knows? I don't know. Bernie says XRP will hit 1,000 in 3024, bro. That's hilarious, man. I agree with you. Saeed says, in my opinion, you can risk it and get into meme tokens, and once you make your money, go and dump them to solid projects. I agree with you 100%. Dad Masters, well, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one. What's good? If you're buying top 20, I'd say just buy BTC. I guess. I guess. See, but the thing is with top 20, bro, is that, like, honestly, even the top 20 coins, they have really some very good infrastructures to it. Like, they have some really good technology. Like, for example, like, I don't even think Uniswap is top 20. I don't think Uniswap is top 20, but Chainlink is freaking, like, pretty good, bro. Matic is really good. Polkadot's really good. Litecoin is going to have an ETF, so you're kind of better off buying Litecoin too. Might be worth over $500 at one future, but I mean, look at Uniswap. Uniswap is top 21, and what people don't understand with Uniswap is that when we start getting this bullish bull run again coming in, we saw that it was all-time high. You know, Uniswap was at $42. And that was because there's a lot of big players in the game, like a lot of VCs in Uniswap and all that. But I think Uniswap, for example, the Uniswap and like Binance and like Pancake and all these tokens pump when there's some sort of bull run coming in, right? And that's when we have the DeFi's pumping. So I think Uniswap, it's like a good token to buy even at $6 because it could potentially hit, you know, $100. And that's why for me, I'm saying like it might be worth, you know, throwing your money into the top 20 tokens, because a lot of these tokens actually have some very strong utility. It's like Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's good, but it's not going to make you crazy amounts of money. But as I mentioned, it just depends on where you are in life. You know, some people are willing to take on more risks than others. Some of you might be in positions in your life where you can't take that risk, and you have to be a little bit more careful with how you move your money. I'm in a point in my life right now where, you know, I have to kind of take the risk. I kind of have no option. I feel like if I don't, you know, hit it big by the time, you know, I get into my mid 30s, like I'm kind of toast. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I just have high expectations. But I feel like right now I'm in a point where I have to really freaking make it in my life if I really want to go ahead and do something. So like I'm willing to take on like the higher risk, with the higher rewards to, you know, hopefully in the future be settled down when I'm ready to go ahead and start, you know, family and start settling down in my life. But that's kind of the reason why I'm willing to take a little bit more of the higher risk, because I definitely do think that this next bull run is definitely going to be printing a lot of new millionaires and billionaires, and I hope that, you know, many of us are in that list. Glenn, Rainmaker, ticker is Rain. Okay, let's look at Rainmaker Games. Okay. Is it this one right here? It looks like they integrate with online gaming accounts to provide reward pool challenges and such. Nice. Jonathan says, LOL, $1K XRP will take over BTC total market cap. That's BS. Yeah, dude, that's the same exact thing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like that's why, like, I don't like those channels that are like hyping people up and like they have this whole entire like big following on like, oh, the XRP army, the Shiba Inu army. Like I don't like that, bro, because I feel like you're selling people delusions. You're selling them a fake dream that doesn't exist, right? It's like, I guess I'm kind of selling all of you a fake dream too, but I'm selling you a possible realistic dream. You know what I mean? I'm telling you like realistically what I think. You know, I'm not here to pump anything that I'm talking about. I don't even pump Pepe 2, man. It's like I only talk about Pepe 2 because, you know, a lot of you only follow me because of Pepe 2, and obviously we see decreases on our watch time when I don't talk about Pepe 2, but I don't talk about any of these tokens like, oh, it's going to the freaking moon, guys, buy. Like I don't say that because I don't want to go ahead and give you a false illusion of something that's not going to happen, right? And you know, a lot of people do that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do that. I just feel like I've been lied to in this space a lot too, that the last thing I want to do is lie to you, and then specifically lie to myself. But I don't know. I just don't have the morals, I guess, to do that. Like I just don't have the morals to screw any of you. So I guess I'm the wrong one here, right? I don't know. This is pretty cool. I like this. Play league challenges, win cash plus prices. You know how we talked about this whole entire metaverse narrative? Remember when we had MEXC Infinity pumping because of all of that? You know, this is probably something like that. It says right here, play for free, enter for free that your next month match. Top 50% win. Enter for $2 or 200 RC. Your next month counts. Top 50% win. Cash prices, cash out, or buy more RC. Interesting. This guy earned $141 this month. I wonder how much he played. Oh wait, he got 168 wins. I wonder how long that takes. Create a challenge. That's pretty cool. I don't know how this works. I really wish I knew how this worked. I guess he created like this cash pool where everybody could go ahead and claim. You could join. It's pretty cool. I wonder how you play these games though. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna act like I know, but I know it's something metaverse related. So I don't know. Maybe this is the play. It is listed on MEXC, which is a good sign, right? Talking about MEXC, make sure to go and support the channel by using my MEXC link down below. No KYC and takes less than 3 seconds to create an account. One of the reasons why I like MEXC. Glenn says XRP should be a peg token already. 100%, dude. I agree with you. Chainlink is my favorite top 20. Chainlink's really good, man. Chainlink's really good. Cryptic Sniper, how's it going? Long time no see. Smash that button. Smash that like button, chat. Yeah, I agree with you. Smash that like button. Jonathan says, I tried to leverage Chainlink's competitor Pith. Maybe in the bull run, people will hype Pith as chain killer, like in the past that people are calling Solana as ETH killer. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Tillery says Grok 2.0 just dumped a little bit. What do you think? I think it's bullish overall, in my opinion. I think Grok 2.0 is still bullish. I did mention that we dumped because of the fact that Grok took a hit. And until we see some sort of reversal with original Grok, then we're going to go ahead and see this follow. If Grok follows through this cup and handle pattern that looks like it's forming, at least on TradingView on MEXC, as soon as we get this breakout, we should be seeing Grok 2.0 do some sort of a 10x run. So, but this is the reason why I mentioned like this is a super high risk. This is like an 80% chance you're going to lose on Grok 2.0, and you know, if you do an 80% chance of losing with a 20% win rate, you know that the math kind of makes no sense, right? But that's the thing with crypto. Like, crypto doesn't make any sense. Like, try explaining it to a random stranger what crypto is. Like, you're gonna explain it to them, you're like, what did you say? You know what I mean? So but you're seeing a lot of buy-ins coming in. You're seeing a lot of people buying the dip, but Grok 2.0 is more of a degen play for me. I mean, I bought in like right here again. I'm already down like 70% of my bag. I only threw in about $400, but as I mentioned, you know, with $400, if it does my price target of what I think we're gonna hit with Grok 2.0, $400 risk, 30x, you know, I'll be making $12,000, which I won't be complaining. But if this narrative doesn't play out, then I only lose $400. But if it does, and I do think there's a high probability that it could hit 100x, I'll be making $40,000 off of $400. Like, count me in. Like I'm willing to take that risk. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take a $400 risk to make $40,000. But that's just on me. Yeah, but this is the reason why I'm saying Grok 2.0 is it's super risky. 80% chance you lose, 20% chance you win, and same thing with everything that we're talking about with this whole entire narrative of AI and metaverse. 80% chance you're gonna lose, but if you win, you're gonna win freaking big. And this is kind of the risk you have to take on. Like if I would have taken on the risk on Grok when my buddy told me about Grok when it was under 10 million market cap, I would have made so much freaking money. But I wasn't willing to take on that risk. I missed out. And that's kind of sometimes what you have to do. Sometimes sometimes the one you don't want to take the risk on, you end up missing out and it ends up pumping. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of you. And in the one that you're willing to go all in, you lose all your money, right? It's just part of the game. It's just part of the game. It's part of the business. You win some, you lose some. It's just all about probabilities, and that's what people need to comprehend a little bit more when it comes to crypto. Is that it's all a game of probability. No one freaking knows where any of this is going. No one knows. Okay. We're all speculating. We're all guessing that Bitcoin's gonna hit $100,000 and Ethereum's gonna be 10,000 and Pepe's gonna hit freaking 100 million market cap. We're all guessing. We don't know. In reality, I'm just as clueless as you are. Dabmaster says everybody should buy 0.0003 BTC. It roughly represents one person's fair amount of BTC based on the world population. That's yours, and it will be harder to get in the future. I agree with you. Let's go ahead and see how much Bitcoin is at 00. I'm more of a strong believer in Bitcoin Cash, but I do believe we should all have Bitcoin. I've sold my Bitcoin, and I don't even hold any Bitcoin because I told you that I lost everything the last bull run. But that's pretty good, $114 worth. What I do tell you, though, I do want to tell you this, chat, is that if any of you have ever used the Cash App platform and you know how there's a debit card, you could actually go ahead and move money onto your Cash App account. And there's this one thing called the roundup feature, and you could actually move it to, like, every time you make a purchase at the gas station or grocery shopping, it actually converts it into crypto. It actually converts it into Bitcoin. And what I love about that feature is that I've literally, when I was just making just regular purchases and I was rounding up my features, I remember there was this one time I had over like $20 in Cash App or something like that, and Bitcoin was pumping and literally turned into $60. You know what I mean? So like that might be another way too. If you forget to buy Bitcoin, maybe if you have a Cash App in your country, I'm sure it's worldwide. Sorry about that. But the Cash App feature, roundup, I have to start doing that again, man. See, the thing is now is that I transact in crypto like 100%. Like literally my whole world revolves in crypto. Like the money I make is in crypto. Like everything, you know what I mean? So like I'm like full on freaking digital crypto, bro. Like I don't freaking carry cash. I only have crypto, bro. You know what I mean? Like straight up. So it's a little bit more difficult for me to do that with Cash App. But with Cash App, dude, that's a really good feature, and that might be a feature a lot of you might actually like. You know what I mean? Just move some money, use it as a debit card, a prepaid debit card. Move money into your Cash App account. A couple $100s, a couple thousands, whatever it is, to go ahead and like use for gas or like go grocery shopping. Round up feature on Bitcoin, and you get Bitcoin on the back end. I love that feature. That feature's freaking good. Glenn says, I signed up and you have to connect a pre-existing account. With what? You signed up and you have a connected pre-existing account? What did you sign up for? Ryan, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one. Let's freaking go, John. Ding Ding. So let's go ahead and check out Ding Ding and see how Ding Ding is doing. Ding Ding is 6%. 53%, over 53,000 market cap, $28,000 of liquidity. These are the tokens that are really, really risky, but are worth throwing a couple $100 in them because they have a low market cap. But these are the ones that if they take off, they make crazy, crazy gains, right? Glenn says it connects to League of Legends right now. It says it's plans to integrate with Valorant, Dota 2, and other similar games. Nice. See, I've never played League of Legends. I've seen League of Legends and all that, but I've never played it. But that's pretty cool. Valorant. I heard about Valorant too. Jonathan says, haha, did you see Megabot's announcement for something Big is coming on 3rd of December. They say it reminds me of Ethereum sequel. Let's go ahead and see this real quick, dude. I gotta laugh at this real quick. Dude, why the heck is freaking bonk dumping, bro? Like if you don't say this is manipulation, what is this then, man? Look at this. Sell, 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 sell. Like straight up, bro. I probably got liquidated on my freaking bonk position, man. Yeah, I freaking got liquidated, man. Actually, no, I didn't. I'm so good. But this is freaking ridiculous. Like, this is how you know. Like, look. Sell, 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 sell. Like, it's probably one big wallet, bro. I bet you anything. Megabot. Let's go ahead and head over to Twitter. By the way, go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Make sure to go ahead and smash that follow button at Altcoin John. And it looks like Bernie actually says, come watch this goddamn ETH buyer. He has very nice hair. You're funny, Bernie. But yeah, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at Altcoin John. Feel free to message me. And we were looking at Megabot, right? Let's go ahead and laugh at Megabot real quick. Megabot, Megan Fox. That sounds like it. Megabot. And for everybody that's tuning in right now, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, because I lost about 2 subscribers. I was literally at almost close at, hitting our target. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. It literally doesn't cost you even a penny. So it does help support the channel. And let's go ahead and read at what freaking Megabot is saying now. I'm actually going to retweet this. Be ready for our big announcement. This is coming on Sunday, the 3rd of December. You can't make this up, man. Dude, I almost forgot about freaking Ethereum, man. It's been a wild freaking last couple months, right? It's been such a wild month, like these last couple, or it's been such a wild year, these last couple months. Like the fact that we got freaking rug pulled by Ethereum, bro. Like, oh my gosh, they literally had us waiting on the freaking sequel, bro. Like, you can't make any of this up. What a funny time, man. That's the thing with crypto. Like, you get this you have like this love and hate relationship where you like freaking love crypto so much, and then you have those days when you're like, dude, I don't even want to freaking look at the charts. Like that's how bothered I am, And and sometimes we have those days. And I think that's the kind of the beauty of crypto, though. It's just like such a roller coaster. Such a roller coaster. When people ask me like, what should I buy or what should I do, I just tell them, get away from crypto. You don't want to touch it. Like realistically, you know what I mean? Most people realistically are going to lose money. That's just the reality of the things. Very few people are going to make money in the space of crypto, and most people cannot handle the pressure or the volatility, right? Not everybody has this kind of mentality. It definitely does take a special kind of someone to be able to freaking get wrecked in this freaking space, get slapped around the face a couple times, and then come back up and then have that thing happen to you like 20 more times and just walk like nothing ever happened, And it definitely does take a lot for someone to be able to do that, right? So, and a lot of people, realistically, let's be honest, a lot of people are not made for it. A lot of people freaking like can't go out throughout their day without having a bad day and complaining and crying about it, and letting that affect their whole entire freaking rest of their day. Most people are just weak, and crypto is not made for the weak. It's made for strong people like all of you watching right now. All leaders. It takes a certain kind of leader to be in this space. Jonathan says, if it happens and the sequel is happening, we would have been rich. I agree with you, bro. I don't know why the freaking greedy freaking bastards, right? Like, they could have not just freaking waited for the actual sequel to happen, pump the market. Remember how we all talked about the strategy was, and it's actually quite funny, man. I remember I was like, maybe the sequel's the day they rug pull us, and I was like making fun of it, and I was laughing about it, and it actually was. Like, you can't make that thing up, right? So, but if they would have waited for the sequel to actually happen, like, say Ethereum would have made new all-time highs. It would have surpassed, like, I don't even remember its all-time high. I think it was like 20 million market cap. It would have surpassed 40 million market cap and above, and then I would have sold my bag, and I would have been chilling, but it is what it is. I could count how many times I've freaking lost money in this space, dude. I'd be a millionaire already right now. With all the money that I lost in freaking crypto these last few years and in the stock market, I'm for sure like over a million. Negative millionaire, dude. Glenn says they rug pull so quick. Yeah, 100%. Haven't you noticed that I think Ethereum had a lot of projects, like Mason was one of them. I feel like Mona was another token they were releasing. I think Ethereum had multiple projects together, and that's how they were able to go ahead and take advantage of, like, when Mona was the one pumping, Ethereum was the one dumping, and they were able to take advantage of that price action. I mean, they made millions, bro. They made over $20 million in, like, literally like less than a couple of days, and in a whole entire month alone they probably made over 100 million or so. Glenn says they rug pull so quick. 100%. It looks like they rug pulled out of a cup of handle pattern too. They did, bro. They did rug pull out of a cup and handle pattern. 100%, dude. That's the thing that I was a little bit more pissed about. But I ended up recovering my money. So I ended up putting about like $1,000. I ended up putting $100 first. I turned that into $1,300, and then I threw in $1,000. Now my bag was $2,000. I then ended up becoming a market maker, so I was providing liquidity. I made a little bit over like $300 plus in fees. Then when Ethereum was dumping, I ended up taking, I was able to pull out $200. So technically, I didn't lose much money, right? Because I kind of made up back on my, well, actually, yeah, I kind of did lose money. I did lose money. I'm just trying to make the situation. I'm just trying to make myself feel a little better that I didn't lose too much money. But I probably lost I actually probably did lose like $1,000, $2,000 on freaking on Ethereum. You can't make it sound any better, right? Glenn says, have you checked out the new MEXC futures venue yet? What does that mean? What does a futures venue on MEXC mean? Well, I wasn't planning on seeing my account right now, but at least I'm not fully wrecked. Oh, hey, they have XNA. Oh, venue. Look, they have XNA. They have XNA on futures. Let's freaking go. I haven't traded this token, but they all look like they're all forming cup and handle patterns. Haven't you noticed that? We're about an hour and 27 into the stream. Brian says, why do you guys go for the higher cap meme coins when it takes more to get a return? Stay under 100K. Well, that's a good question, Ryan. So the reason why we go for the higher meme coins is because they're more predictable. Like when you go after the meme coins with a higher market cap, they're so much easier to do technical analysis on, which, you know, technical analysis on these meme coins, period, don't mean anything, but they are a little bit more respected, right? So like, for example, Bonk, you know, sitting at 120 million market cap, or like Pepe sitting at 300 million market cap. Like when you have these higher cap meme coins and you're doing leverage trading on anything above like 20 million plus and above, it's so much easier to make freaking money with leverage. So like it's kind of like investing into, you know, meme tokens that are under 100,000, but you're able to have more control where things are going. And that's kind of the reason why, like, I've turned more into leverage trading now than like just solely throwing my money into meme tokens. Because I probably gotten wrecked more times on meme tokens than I ever did. And you have literally zero control when it comes to a lot of these times. And that's kind of the reason why, to me, like, I love meme tokens, but like I usually don't touch them unless they're in MEXC. That's usually what my thing has been these last literally like month and a half that I've been kind of debating on, is that if a token's not on MEXC, I'm just really not going to touch it. Because when it's on leverage, not only can you make more money off these meme tokens, but usually when they're on MEXC, there's more traders looking at them, and that usually means it's a little bit of a higher market cap when it's on futures enabled. And more traders, more volatility, more money to be made in law. So I don't know. I just prefer trading leverage now, to be honest, because I feel like meme tokens are just 100% like gambles. I'm not saying leverage trading is not, but at least like with this token like VNews, I don't even freaking know what it does. But there's a higher probability of you know, scalping and making some money on this if you really want to trade it. I mean, I probably wouldn't trade this just because it looks like it's artificially kind of pumped. You just could tell with like the candlesticks, the way they look and all that. But it doesn't mean that you can't make money off of them, right? I mean, look at that. Look at the 5-minute chart. This thing looks so ugly. For me personally, I just wouldn't touch this. But looking at the daily, it does look like some sort of possible breakout to the upside might be going on. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be touching this. It kind of tells me the volume's really not there. And this is spot. Maybe it is on futures, but yeah, I wouldn't want to touch this one. If this is the correct one, I just don't want to touch this. It probably isn't even the correct one, to be honest. VNews, maybe it is. Though this is the futures one. Maybe the futures is a little different. Just a tiny bit, but yeah. Obviously, you know, the meme tokens is where you make the most money if you're willing to take on the risk. But yeah, chat. Anyways, everything's looking pretty good, I think. I mean, not really. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's looking good. We are seeing the DXY, you know, slightly kind of go up. Let's go to the 30-minute chart real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and end this live stream. It looks like possibly, you know, some head and shoulders pattern might be forming on the DXY, so we're gonna go ahead and see how the DXY does. If this thing ends up dumping back up to the 102.474, breaking down below is going to be the most freaking bullish thing for Bitcoin, and we could be seeing, you know, $40,000 Bitcoin approaching. And looking at Bitcoin on the daily, look at all these scribbles that I make. You can't make this thing up. We're going to go ahead and see how Bitcoin, you know, holds. If Bitcoin does lose its support at 36,911, we are more than likely going to be approaching these zones, and I think we could be touching back down at $34,000 and then retracing. And I do think there will be enough volume and momentum and confidence to push this to the upside and breaking past $40,000 Bitcoin, which is going to be the most freaking bullish thing with altcoins and meme tokens. This is the reason why we're talking about altcoins and meme tokens, because right now this is like kind of the risk you want to take on the market. If Bitcoin does hit $40,000, people are going to be freaking like panicking of joy, and they're going to be buying this whole entire market up. So that's why I'm not too worried about the DXY slightly going up. But also, let's go ahead and let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's see, wait. Oh, Glenn says, damn, sorry, it's VNew. All right, VNew. Yeah, I just wouldn't touch this either. For me personally, I just don't feel comfortable touching this. This kind of scares me a little bit. If this is the correct one, VNew network, I just wouldn't want to touch this. Look at this. Look at this 30-minute chart. This is artificial volume being created right here. It's just literally the market maker just trading it back and forth just to create like synthetic volume to make it seem like people are interested. But you are seeing some sort of actual interest right here. But I don't know. To me personally, if this is the correct one, I just don't feel confident or comfortable, confident nor comfortable touching this for me personally. So I would pass on that for me personally. Doesn't mean I can't do numbers, but I just don't feel comfortable trading that. And remember, chat, you only want to jump into things you feel confident and comfortable in, right? If you don't feel confident and comfortable in any of your trades, you're more than likely going to panic and you're going to sell at a loss, or you might sell a little too early. So you have to be very, very confident and comfortable with whatever you're buying or investing into. And that way, like, just in case something happens, you don't panic, right? You don't react if you don't... Looks like Bitcoin dominance could be going up right here with this cup and handle pattern too as well. So it looks like we could be having some sort of altcoin rally coming in soon. They usually say that altcoins usually happen around when Bitcoin dominance reaches around the 70% level, which is only about 33% pump from Bitcoin. So that'd be taking us a little bit over $40,000. That would definitely bring in more bullishness into the market, into people, believing and hoping that, we are in some sort of bullish, scenario in the market. And I did mention that when we approach, the 49% and below is when we have some sort of meme coin season too. So I think everything's gearing up for us. I think Q1 is going to be fantastic. I think we're going to make a whole boatload of money. I think we might have another 2 more weeks left to make a little bit more money longing this market, maybe shorting it if that's what you're looking for. And then Q1, altcoins are, I think, in my opinion, might be pumping. And then we're going to have summer, where we're going to be making a boatload of money off these meme tokens too, leading towards April/summer. So definitely go ahead and keep your head up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you not even 1 penny. It does help support the channel, and obviously, using my MEXC link down below also does help the channel. I do want to go ahead and say thank you all. We are finally monetized. I just need to go ahead and send in my application through to YouTube, and then just wait a month. But it's actually pretty great that we actually finally got monetized sooner than expected. And I do appreciate every one of you. Make sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch all of you